Hello, my sweet baby bats. Today I want to show you the differences between my three boys here. I don't know how else to explain it, so let's just get right into the video. I have three different dolls for my three different characters here. This is a Logan's doll Jin. This is Kai. There's a close-up of him. His face-up was done by Reese's on Etsy. The second doll I have is Cole. This is a withdoll gyro, I believe is how you say it. Face up, also done by Reese's, Etsy. I don't know how to say it, but they both were sent off to the lovely Reese's on Etsy. And the last one I have here is a mango doll cyber owl. This one is Steven's BJD. This is Zane. I'm not sure if I said the second one was Cole. And he does not have a face up quite yet. I want to show you each of the bodies and how they move. It has been a year, about a little bit more for Kai and this one, since I've had them. But funnily enough, their, what is that called? The mobility has been pretty much the same because I haven't been enjoying them as much as I should. And I'll explain each one when I start to go through each of the bodies. So I just dressed Kai up a couple days ago, so it's kind of sad that I'm taking this apart. Granted, I'm going to be putting him right back into it, but I do want to put them down to their underwear so that you can see a better look at their joints. I have had problems with Kai and his posing. I'm sure I will need to restring him. I'm 95% sure I've restrung him once already and it really didn't do too much. The next thing I need to do is hot glue sway or something along those lines. So, as a fair warning, his joints are not the best. They are kind of difficult, but we'll get a closer look once I am done with this. So the first one I want to show you today is my Logan's doll Jin. This is Kai. I've repeated myself already. Some basic information about him. They have a faceplate situation, so you can take the faceplate off and do it that way versus taking the whole head off to redress them. They have multiple articulation in the ankle, double jointed knees, like such. I believe these are supposed to be double jointed. No, maybe not. But there's a little joint in the elbow and at the wrist. Another thing to note is that these hands are magnetic. You just pull them and they come apart. And voila, that is him. He also has articulation in the, I guess that would be like mid-hips area, like such. He has one in his chest, like such. And of course in the, what is this called? This part. It has, you can't really tell because of his underwear, but you can twist it around like this and bring it up like that. So, lots of posability options for the Logan's doll. The problem I have is that it doesn't hold the positions as well as some of the other ones that I'll show you. So, we'll show you again with the knee. That one holds it pretty well. And then if you, I'm casting shadows on my face now. Then if you bring it up to here, he holds it okay. Not quite a 90-degree up here, but still not too bad. The legs are the best posability, and it has been. Again, I've had this one I had him since October of 2023, so it's been 2 years. But the posability is the same because I haven't really played with them as much. Now if we get both of the knees, going. Come on. See, his legs are the best. I have restrung him already. So knees, legs, they're not bad. They hold their position. They're not too kicky. I can go like this. They're not too kicky. So the legs are actually, I'm learning something with you guys. The legs are actually really nice. Maybe it was my restringing, maybe not. I don't know. The problem I have the most, and I'll bring his pants down a little bit, is to sit him down and not have him start going backwards like you're seeing. He doesn't like to, whoa, I'm sorry. I should have planned this better, but he doesn't really like to sit up straight. Right now he'll do it, but if he has clothes on, forget about it. So that's kind of like him straight up. I usually have to bring his chest in, and then he looks like he's slouching a bit. He's actually doing really well with no clothes on. But yeah, you can't get that one to do it at the same time. But if you do it like that, then you can have him. So hopefully this is showing up good on the camera. But he has two little joint pieces. You can't do both of them at the same time. You can do one or the other. But there's a little lip there that will hold on, so you can do a little situation like that, right? And then here's the other one. Come on, move your arms. So nice mobility there. His underwear is going up in his cheeks, but I'm gonna repeat myself again. When he has clothes on, him sitting up straight like this, forget about it. It doesn't happen. All right, I'm gonna fix his boxers and then we'll be back. Let's take a look at his hands and arms. This is where I have the most trouble. So I'm only gonna show you one side because they're pretty much the same. But if you have his hand out like this, doesn't like to hold its positions very well. There we go. Oh, I moved it and it went down. So you kind of see he holds it ish, okay-ish. I have not hot glue suede his arms yet. I do plan to get some of those like silicone washers at some point to put in there, but the arms don't like to stay in their positions. Kind of wobbly. Again, you have this bend here. Okay, he's gonna hold it. You have a bend there. And you can, I guess, kind of get him, I guess it is a 2. It's this little peanut. I'll show you up close. It's this little peanut, and it looks like you can kind of accomplish a 2 joint there, right? But he can't go too far. This is as far as he wants to go. And I am learning that you can wire them and get them a little bit better. But here's the articulation in the wrists. I'll go close up. So you can't really do too much articulation here because the more you push it down, then it just comes off. So that's pretty much as far as that's gonna go. Back is pretty much the same. A little bit more, it looks like. And then, you know, you can twist it all the way, basically. So I do like that it's magnetic because you can twist it a full 360, and I'm losing him. You can twist it a full 360 and pose it as you will, but it's very hard to keep his positioning. So that's as far as that would go and what have you. What I do remember is the string was very loose. This is super loose. I can probably tighten it a little bit better than that because like you shouldn't be able to do it that much, right? And then you have this side pretty much the same. I shouldn't have done that, but I did to show you guys. Pretty loose there. I'm gonna have to fix that again. And then for his leg, I guess it's pretty loose there too. So, pretty loose on the strings is probably why the articulation is not that good. I do remember the string being even more loose than that. I have cut off a bit when I first got him and restrung him. I just cut off a bit of what was there. But yeah, that's the Logan's doll gin. I'm going to fix him up and then we can show you Cole. This is Cole. He is my withdoll gyro. I love withdolls. I have to be upfront, okay? I have 2 of them, and right out of the box, they pose beautifully. In clothes, they pose beautifully. I love withdoll. I haven't tested out super well, like in detail, the posability, so we're going to do that together now. But off the bat, just having him for a year and a half now, I got him in the spring of 2024. I just love him. I have never had to restring him. They are really good when it comes to posing. See that? See that? All right. You know, he won't hold some of them. I think he's a little, like, look, compared to Kai, that's how loose his strings are. Okay? Could you see that? Those are how loose his strings are, and that was me having to pull. But I digress. For the elbow, I believe these are 2. I don't know which ones are 1s and which ones are 2s, but I think this is a 2. So you can get pretty close to his face. I think he can touch his face if I really try. No? Not really, but still, I love the posability of this guy. And he holds the poses so well compared to Kai. Like, look at that. Oh my god, look at that. I mean, at some points, like, I'm gonna let go. It's not gonna hold it at some points, but that's because I have not hot glue suede him either. But look at that. Look at, it's like straight across. There's no little dip, nothing like that. I think he's gonna drop, yeah. So, like, he can't hold the little ones like that. It's sliding, but I have a feeling that if I get the washers I want to get, it's going to be so much better. So, like, his joints at the shoulder won't hold it, but the ones here, okay, look at that. These hold it so well. Okay, and then let's do that. So at first I was showing you he was sliding around. That's just his shoulder, but like when you get to the elbows, they hold so well. I love this. I love this doll. So he has, I started at the feet actually, so let's do that again. For his feet, he has this kind of, I can't really show you guys. It's like split. You see that? I don't know how that changes the posability, I'm gonna be honest, but he has the foot and the ankle has like 2 little parts there. When you go up to the knee, it is double jointed, so you can get it pretty good. But here's the difference with Cole and Kai. He can't hold his, well, he was on the leg there, but he can't really hold it very well. Kai could, I'm pretty sure. We'll have to rewatch it. There we go. But like if you bring it down a little, yeah. So his joints at the hip and at the shoulder they can't really hold it very well, but these hold it so well. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're sliding. Okay, that slides a little bit, but when you bring it up a little bit more, oh, it's sliding a bit. Okay. Nope, we're sliding again. Oh, come on, you're making me out to be a liar. It holds, so it is sliding, but it definitely holds at more positions. Some of them are a little slippery, but does hold at a lot more positions. I haven't showed you the hands yet. There is a ball joints at the wrist, and this is a lock or twist and lock magnetic hand. So you can take it off as well, but it has little things in there, that little thing, and you twist and lock the hand in. So sometimes these hands fall off when it gets off of that part, but yeah, they hold it so well on these dolls. Salem is the same way. I didn't show you the head of Kai. I'll show you that in a moment, but he can look down, he can go side to side, up and down. So yeah, I love his posability. And then you have only one at the chest. It doesn't move as much as it doesn't move as much as Kai's does. It can go back, it can go forward. It does not have a little latch like Kai's did. His, if I show you a little bit more of it, just keeps going up, but it does hold its pose there really well. Okay, so I love his six-pack. Oh my god, let me just show you the details here. I love his six-pack. He does have a little join, a joink. Kai does not. His is like basically the female bottom part and the male bottom part are the same. It's just the chest, whether it has breasts or not, but he does have a little junky junk. So I'm not going to show you that, but that's the details for him. And yes, I love him so much. I love this doll. It's such a nice posing doll, and to sit him down, like, just look at that. I love that so much. So he is a little loosey-goosey at the, like, these joint parts, because remember, Kai could actually stay sat up, right? And at the shoulder it's a little loosey as well, but still love the posability compared to Kai's. Now I'm going to show you Kai's head movement really quick, since I did not do that, and I could always edit it to the right spot, but if you're a returning friend, you know we don't do that kind of stuff here. If I fucked up, I fucked up. But after I show you the head movement of Kai, I will go ahead and show you Zane, which is the Mango doll cyber owl. I have not posed him yet before, except for like trying to put him in clothes and then like put him up, but I haven't really like sat there and saw the type of posability he has, so it's gonna be a first time for the both of us. Kai is back to show the head movement. His head movement, it's jerky. It doesn't stay in the spots I need it to stay. I mean, it does have more mobility than Cole, but you can see it gets jerky. It definitely needs a little thing there. That's as far down as it can go. This is how far up it can go. It doesn't look like it's going far up, but it does have more movement than Cole. However, it is jerky. It is very jerky. But let me show you Zane, and then we can get out of here. All right, here is Zane, our Mango doll cyber owl. All right, I didn't mention it before. Cole has a back head plate as such instead of a face plate. I mean, try not to, just like that. Ta-da. But I digress. This little guy, I think I'm gonna have to do another video just on him and the different pieces, kind of like an unboxing review situation. We're definitely gonna need to get a table for that, but if you're liking the video so far, please give it a like. It'll help everyone else in the YouTube dolly world find my beautiful face. It helps a lot. Trust me, I hate that YouTube algorithm. Please subscribe so you don't miss a video, and comment below what you want to see in the BJD world of mine. But as I will continue, this is Mango doll cyber owl. I've said it before. I have not tested out his posability yet. I will say, first and foremost, he has a little face plate. I had to put putty because it kept falling off. This little fucker kept falling off. So excuse the putty, but he has like a robot-y face, like such. This thing, dude, I mean, if you've seen our other videos, you would know how many times this thing falls off. Ever since I put the putty, it has not fallen off. So it's done really well of keeping it from falling off. But I can already tell this guy is going to be difficult. So we have little foot here, some mobility in the ankle. We have a double little situation. This can go pretty far, and I like that, but it won't stay. Right now it won't stay. It is holding this right here, like how Kai can hold it. It's holding it pretty well. Can it hold both? Sometimes it can't. Okay, it can hold both pretty well. I think the underwear is in the way of it doing a full 90 there, but that's nice to know. It holds it pretty well compared to Cole. It does have the double peanut situation. It's not holding it very well though. It could do that, and this, and then that. So it has 3 locations it can, and then straight out it does fall just a bit, but still better than Cole's. It has a little socket here. Let's see how far. This one is pretty loose. Oh, I didn't even realize they had, I'm just finding this out right now. They have this little thing, the little washer that I wanted to put for the boys. It has one. Doesn't work very well. Actually, that might be why it's holding it up so well. But I do need to get a bigger one in there, definitely. Going on to the chest, he has a 1 movement chest, and it is similar to Kai's, where it's kind of open and it like sits itself there. So now if we look at it, he can go forward, he can go a little bit back, let's see, and then a little bit more. Nope, it just goes there. You can mess around with it a little bit, and then straight. He does go side to side, I just realized. So he does go pretty far sideways. I'm gonna have to test that on the boys to see how far sideways they go. But that is pretty good that he can go that, and he holds it. Yeah, he's holding it pretty good. Sorry if you can't hear me anymore now that everything's being blocked, but let me test that on the boys really quickly, but also try not to. Okay, so this is Cole. He can go that way, and he can go that way. Not too far. Not too far, but still, he can go side to side. And Kai can also go, oh, he can go pretty far because he has those double joints. But he's really sliding around a bunch. Let's try this one. Yeah, nice. I didn't realize how far sideways they can go. That looks like it's painful. Alright, I learned something new today. So, Cole can't go too much to the side. Kai is almost in competition with Zane here with how far side he can go. But, Zane is a little kicky here. Like, if I move him like that, I mean, we know Cole is going to be kicky, but his feet likes to go up. It's not really going like this, so maybe it's not too kicky, but like, yeah. Not the most stable there, but still better than Cole's. Looking at the wrists, I'm not even gonna mess with this because it's, oh, here we go. These give me so much problem. Well, now it's not giving me problem. So it went up and it went down. Nice. Let's see this one. This one goes... Let me see if I can fix it right now. We do that. So it doesn't want to go too far up. It will not, it won't hold it while going down. It just flops back up. So, yeah, trouble with the hands, but not too much. When you look at the elbow, it is also double jointed. So it can, come on. You're double jointed. Double joint. There we go. He can go pretty far back, but not too much. He can touch his face. That's a really good touch of the face. I think that's the best out of the three. But I think Cole's can go further back here. So I actually want to test out this arm. The arm, does it have? It does not have one of those little socket things, but here's the arm. It has these little, oops. It has these little divots in there. Can you see that? So I wonder if that's going to help with holding them or holding the positions. But so far we have like this. I love this. He can hold it the best, I think. I'm about to let it go and it snaps. So let's see. That's the first divot. And that's the first divot, and that's this, oh, come on. First and second divot. Doesn't hold the second one very well. Like if I move it, it falls. The first one holds really well though. It's still holding. So I do like the divots. And I don't know if that's what they're called or what, but I do like that. So you can just have his hand out a little bit like that. But it does hold pretty well. I like that. To show the difference, this is how much he's, if you can see that, how much extra string he has there and how much extra string he has here. So he has more extra string for his leg, but his arms are pretty strung pretty tightly, which, yeah, that adds up. But I don't know if I'm doing really well with showing the movements now. I think because I've done this 3 times, I'm kind of skipping over stuff, so if I missed anything, I'm sorry. But yeah, he holds his positions pretty well. He's going forward a little bit. Not the best, but not the worst. Each one has their flaws. You guys don't see him kicking when I bring him down here. But each one has their own flaws. I can't pick one one who has the best posing. If I had to, I think it would be the withdoll, just because it has more consistency with the clothes on. With the clothes on here, he's a little finicky sometimes, but pretty much the same as what we've been doing here, with a slight bit of finicky. But for Cole, the withdoll, when I put clothes on, I feel like the posability doesn't change. With Kai, the Logan's doll, that one does change quite a bit depending on what he's wearing. He is such a smaller doll, and his joints are a little bit more slippery. So yeah, that is kind of like the overview I have of the 3 of them. Again, I can't really pick just one. Kai's legs are probably the best out of the 3 in my opinion, though the Cyber doll, which is Zane, is really close because of how well it holds with the double joint. So he would be a second, and then Cole would be the third. I don't know if I should be going by their name or by their doll name, so I'll go by the company. For the legs, Logan doll does come first, then Mango doll, and then last withdoll. But I think if I do fix the stringing of them because the Mango doll is pretty loose, as well as the Logan's doll. If I fix the string for them, I bet they'll be a little bit better. But even then, they still beat out the withdoll for the legs at least. For the arms, I have to go with withdoll as the winner because it just has so much movement in it and it stays so well. I will say, of course, Mango doll comes very close second, especially with those little notches, or I don't even know what I was calling them before, but the little notches that were holding on to the position. I think that is really smart, and I wish more dolls had that. If withdoll added that to their dolls, I think that would be like a game changer for sure. So, and of course, I'm sorry, I almost forgot Logan's doll would be last for that, but again, his strings are really loose. That's how they came, or I should say it was even more loose when I first got him in, and that's when I cut them. So I'm gonna have to cut them even more, or probably get new string altogether, something a little bit thicker and stronger, or like less elasticy per se. But I do like the withdoll a lot, even if the legs are kind of a problem. When it comes to the head mobility, unfortunately Logan's doll just doesn't meet it for his head. It goes all over the place, but I'm pretty sure if I add one of those like little washers that it can help. I don't want to hot glue suede my dolls for a couple of reasons, but also I don't have a hot glue gun, so I just have to wait to get those washers and see if that makes the difference. When it comes to the withdoll versus Mango doll for the head movement, I feel like the withdoll holds the head movement a little bit better. I only say that because like you can't tell the difference in this video, but when I am messing around with them, I do know that I don't have problems with Cole's head, but I always have problems with Zane and Kai's. When it comes to the chest, I have to say for mobility, it's a tie in a different way. For the mobility, Logan's doll takes it, but it doesn't hold it, so it kind of is like, well, it's cool that you have two-piece chest, but also it's very slippery, so it doesn't really do the job too well, but it does have a lot of movement. If it can hold the movement, that would be like chef's kisses. But then you have the Mango doll, Zane, who has really good movement, front, back, and side, versus the withdoll. It has not very much movement, so it's kind of a tie per se. I think I would give it to Mango doll just because it holds the poses, even though it doesn't go as far as the Logan's doll. It has a lot of potential, the Logan's doll, but it just doesn't do it for me. As for the hands and arms, I mean, we already talked about the arms, but the hands, I think I have to give it to withdoll. It just holds the poses a lot better. I don't have problems like I do with the Mango doll, and I'm sorry Logan's doll, but it just doesn't pose very well for the hands. So all in all, I mean, again, they all have their different perks. I still love the withdoll 100% because right out the box, it was just perfect posing. I loved like taking pictures. When I did take pictures with him, it wasn't that much trouble. I can get him to stand up, even though his legs were like really wobbly and very hard to keep it in the position. When it came to standing up, he wasn't kicky, and it was just perfect. I love the withdolls. I think I have a sweet spot for them because I do have two of their dolls, so I had double the fun setting both of them up. But with that being said, that's pretty much it for my little comparison for the boys. I wish I can show you them all right now, but they're all naked now. So that's all I have for you guys today. Let me know what you want to see next, please. I have all the way to December so many video ideas, but I want to hear from you guys so I know I'm not making things that you guys are like not interested in. With that, I hope you blossom in all of your endeavors, and until next time, bye!